Om Sai Ram children, this is Paati. I have a story for you. The name of the story is The Angry Bee. Once upon a time, a long time ago, in a beautiful green meadow, up in a tall tree, lived a colony of bees. The bees' home is also called a beehive. The bees were all friends. When they were flying together, sometimes they would accidentally bump into each other. One bee would say, "I'm sorry." The other bee would say, "That's okay. I forgive you." The bees kept flying together. They went on flower hunts. They had bee races together, worked together making honey. They flew high up into the sky together. The bees were so happy and playful. One day, something different happened. Two bees crashed into each other. The bee that crashed into the other said, "I'm sorry." And the other bee got angry and said, "You got in my way. I'm not flying any more with you. I'll show you." And the bee flew away. It flew and then finally landed on a leaf. He knew the other bee that crashed into him would feel bad. "I'm just gonna sit on this leaf all day." It was now time to go on the flower hunt. All the bees were looking for flowers together, but not the angry bee. He just sat on the leaf, continuing to be angry, and said, "I will show the bee that crashed into me. I will sit here all day." Now it was time for the bee race. The bees flew as fast as they could, and they had such a lot of fun racing. But not the angry bee. He said, "I'll show that bee. I'll just sit here all day." Now it was time for the bees to make honey. All the bees worked very hard and made lots of honey together, but not the angry bee. He just sat on the leaf and said, "I'll show that bee that crashed into me. I will sit here all day." It was now time for the bees to fly up in the sky. They love to see who can fly the highest. They flew up into the clouds, but not the angry bee. He sat on the leaf, just being angry, and said, "I'll just sit here all day." But it was not working. All of the other bees were still happy. The happy bees asked the angry bee to fly with them, and he said, "No, I'm still mad at him for crashing into me." "Okay," said the bee, "see you later then." The angry bee started to feel a bit sad and lonely. He missed playing with the bees, and he wanted to go on the flower hunts again. He wanted to make honey. The angry bee said, "I could be happy again and do all my favorite things again. All I have to do is to forgive." He thought about it and said, "I forgive the bee for crashing into me." He realized to forgive is to release all the anger from inside you so that you can feel peaceful and happy inside. Here is the lesson. I would like you to squeeze your fists tightly. Tight, tight, tight. This is what our hearts feel like when we are angry. It takes a lot of work. It makes us so tired. And when you're angry, it's really hard to do anything except to be angry. Now, release and open your fists and wriggle your fingers. You are now releasing your anger. You are not angry anymore. So when we forgive, we feel calm and we feel free again. I hope you enjoyed the story. Thank you for listening and goodbye.